not all natural birth classes teach natural birth. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, a lot of natural birth classes, they teach the surface level what to expect. Here's your labor stages, here's dilation, here's how to cope with the pain. Here's a little bit about what to expect in the hospital environment, the policies that the hospital is going to want you to adhere to. And there's not a lot of discussion. And I can tell you right now, from having taken a hospital birth class, that did not set me up to have a successful true natural birth. In fact, that led to everybody else in that class getting a C-section. Only one other mom escaped, but she had an epidural, she had been induced, and she had forceps and vacuum extraction. So definitely not the true natural birth experience that she wanted. The only reason I didn't was because I was incredibly skeptical. I was resistant to all medical intervention. I was also resistant to being swayed a certain way. And I was taking outside information from natural birth classes taught by doulas and midwives. This, again, still followed a lot of things that, looking back, probably didn't help me very well, like advocating for myself. They just told me about brain, which in itself was helpful. But when you're looking at the benefits and risks of something, and you don't also have informed consent, and you aren't also thinking about this critically, then what happens is you fall into what I call the information loop. And then you are still deferring to the experts. You're still getting deformed consent. And again, I talk about this inside Your Empowered Birth on how to sift between good information that will help you have a true natural birth and the stuff that's going to perpetuate the natural birth traps. You see, most moms, when they're planning a natural birth, they run into what I call the natural birth traps. So basically, what are natural birth traps? These are the things that undermine your confidence in planning a true natural birth. You end up getting tricked. You end up getting pushed into interventions you weren't expecting. And because of the way that our birth culture and medical system has taught you, you fall into these without realizing it. Now, I will go into natural birth traps at a later point, but right now, this is just a brief overview of what you need to know if this is your first time planning a true natural birth. And if you love this video, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to check out the rest of them because I'm going to be going deep into each of these 26 things.